Hey there, I'm Gabriel. Greetings from Bangkok, Thailand. I've been here for a week. I flew here from Bali, Indonesia a week ago, and I am taking off today heading south to southern Thailand to one of the beautiful Thai islands. I'm on an extended trip traveling around for the winter in Southeast Asia for now and may end up in some other places later on. But I just wanted to do a quick little video showing the different items that I take while I'm traveling, just to give a few ideas for people. There may be a few things here that you hadn't thought of that can come in handy on a budget traveling trip. So I'll just do a quick scan of the room, give you an idea. This is in the Khao San Road area of Bangkok. A pretty cool, quiet little room for $15 at KS House Guest House. Looking out the window there, one of the canals in Bangkok. Got my laptop, great wireless, so that's definitely a plus. All right, so obviously the first essential item is your backpack. I've had this thing for several years. It's holding up pretty darn good. It's a Kelty medium-sized backpack for traveling in Asia, since you're not, bringing warm clothes and a tent and stuff like that. You don't want a big, massive backpack. Traveling light is just one of the basic essentials of travel, to not have some big backpack that you have to try to figure out where to put on a bus and to carry around with you in the city while you're trying to find a room or whatever. I also always have a smaller day pack for taking around during the day, which either I would carry with me separately from the backpack when I'm en route, or in best case scenario, I might be able to stuff it into the backpack itself if there's enough room in there, and just be carrying the one bag. So here I have spread out a assortment of other things. My guidebook to Thailand, rough guide, pretty much the same thing as Lonely Planet, a little bit different. A journal, a beard trimmer, and along with that, then I have one of these electrical converters, and it converts the electricity, because I'm from the United States and we use 110 volts, and my beard trimmer runs on 110 volt power. Here in Asia they use 220, and so it would get fried. Then I have to have this converter, which is, this thing is heavy. I'd like to get rid of this. I could solve that problem just by getting a beard trimmer here in Asia that runs on 220 volts, and then not have to carry around this massive converter there. So that's something to keep in mind, is to maybe buy something like that just when you get over here. Because my other devices, my laptop and my phone, laptops and cell phones, generally if you look on the power cord, then you can find a place where it says what kind of a power intake it will handle, and generally laptops and phones can handle from 110 volts to 220 volts, so they're made so that you can travel around with them and not have to have this voltage converter thing. So moving on, this is my a Fanny Pack that has become my camera bag. Have a little tripod here, and then some extra SD cards and memory stick. My cell phone, which I don't have the service working at the moment, so it's just for it's just an alarm clock basically, and then to have when I get back home to the States. A water bottle. You always basically buy bottled water when you're traveling abroad, just to be on the safe side, not get any weird diseases. And but it's nice to be able to pour that bottled water into a metal container, which it tastes better coming out of here rather than drinking out of a plastic bottle. And then a Leatherman knife, which has pliers, can opener, assorted other little things on it. Earplugs are an absolute essential, along with a sleeping mask for those times when the sun comes up at 6 and you still want another 3 or 4 hours of sleep, or nap during the day. Flashlight, or in this case a headlamp. lighter, foldable scissors, and I also have a sewing needle and thread set, which can be really essential if a strap breaks or the button falls off your shorts or whatever. Sunglasses, of course, a hat with a brim to keep the sun out of your eyes, more earplugs. This is moleskin for your feet in case you get blisters, Band-Aids, chapstick, Advil just in case. Notice it's unopened. I've managed to avoid headaches. A separate toiletry bag with the usual stuff in there. And I will mention extra toilet paper, something you always want to have on hand when you're traveling in Asia, because they don't use toilet paper in a lot of places in Asia. And even though they might provide it in the room, in this room they provided it, you want to always have a little bit on you in your day pack when you're walking around during the day, just in case. Here is my own lock. This room here has a key that comes with it, and so you can just use their own key. But certain places, especially all throughout India, then oftentimes in the budget rooms, then they don't provide a lock. They just assume that you're going to have your own lock. And if anything, it's actually better to have your own lock, because then you know you're the only one with the key. And so less likely someone's going to break in and steal stuff. Here's a very small little chess set, which I haven't used yet, but hopefully find someone to play some chess with. And last thing here is a blanket. It's good to have your own blanket, even though it's a thin little blanket, but I'm in warm territory at the moment. And some places provide blankets, some places don't. Some places provide a blanket which you are a bit suspicious of, and so it's good to have your own blanket to put underneath it. It has multiple uses. You can sit on it in the grass, or wrap it around you if you're cold in the evening, or various things. In addition to that, I have a sarong, which I don't actually use as a sarong, but as a piece of cloth to lay out on the beach, to lay on, as a towel to dry off with, throw over your shoulders if you're walking along and just gotten too much sun. And then in addition to that, I have a regular towel. And so this towel I would generally not bring to the beach, just to use it back in my room, so that it's fairly clean. It doesn't have sand all over it, for actually drying off after taking a shower. Other than that, just the usual stuff: shorts, shirts, sandals, pair of pants. That pretty much covers it. I'm going to put a link, a list down below this video, a comprehensive list of all the different things that I would take while I'm traveling. So you can check that out in case you didn't catch everything, and look that over and see what you might actually want to bring, what you might not need. It's certainly personal from one person to the next, but I hope that helps, and safe journeys. Take care.